Hello everyone and welcome back to Feed to Disney, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. This week we got the amazing news of Disneyland Paris is reopening on the 15th of July, and now we have been bombarded with so much information about all the new systems that are going to be in place, new cleaning facilities, how the rides are going to be, and it has been a bit crazy trying to keep up with all this brand new information that we have. So I decided to try my hardest to find as much information as I can so that you guys can have it all in one place. I have also separated this video into 3 sections, and I'll pop up a wee timestamp for you now. And that means if you already know some of the things but there's a few things you're not sure on, if that's all you want to know from this video, you can skip and not have to watch the whole thing, because I have tried to cut this as much as I can, but there is a lot of information to get through, and I hope that I've managed to do it in a way that you will not be bored and it won't be just like, oh my god Jen, that is so much information, I have a sore head now. Also, if you see me looking down at any point, I have all my notes here, because like I said, there's a lot of information. There's no way my wee brain is going to keep a hold of all of it. So here we go. So the first section is the hotels, and now so far the only guaranteed hotels opening is on the 15th of July. We have Newport Bay Club will be open from then. Hotel Cheyenne is going to be open from the 20th of July. Santa Fe will be opening from the 3rd of August, and Disneyland Hotel will be open from the 7th of September. Now, I've done a wee bit of research. I wanted to go on the site and see how the booking looked, and as I was going through, I was just trying some different hotels, and as far as I can see, a lot of the partner hotels are also open from the 15th. I had to look at B&B, which I've stayed at before. I had to look at Vienna Dream Castle, and so that gives you a much better option for if you are planning on going on the opening of the 15th and they're a wee bit cheaper, because I know Newport Bay is a wee bit pricey. But also, while doing that wee bit of digging, I noticed that the Sequoia Lodge is available to book from the 1st of October. Now, there's not been an official announcement for that, so there is a possibility that's not going to happen, or maybe they just want to wait and see how the other hotels do before they officially announce that this one's opening as well, because I do know this one's really popular. But when I was looking last night, I was able to book a room for Sequoia Lodge for the 1st of October. So I would just keep that in mind. Again, it's not been an official announcement, but from my own digging about, I have managed to see that. So that also could give you another option if you're planning on going from October onwards. And now the best news so far that I've seen from all the hotels is that if you're staying in one of the Disney hotels on the resort, you will also still have your magic hour available, which means if you are a wee bit uncomfortable about the fact that there could be quite a crowd when you go, it will be even more quiet in the morning. Yes, not all rides and attractions are available, but to get a wander around the park, to be able to feel how everything is working, maybe even if you wanted to ask a cast member about information, it would be so much easier for you to do it then. So that might put your mind a wee bit at ease, and also you can still leave the park and go back to your hotel during the day if you wanted a wee break when it does get a lot busier. And now as you go into the hotels, you will notice at the desk they have the perspex screens set up for the I think you call them the sneeze guards, I've heard some people call them, which makes it sound a wee bit ugh. And that's obviously just in place so that while you're talking to the cast member, there's like extra protection and it will make you feel comfortable. There's going to be enhanced cleaning in between each person's stay in each room, but while you are staying in a hotel, there will be no room service unless you specifically ask for it, which just means less traffic of anyone coming in your room while you're there. But in between each guest stay, they will be doing extra enhanced cleaning on all the touch points, which is like your remote, your handles, the bathroom. They will be looking after you as much as they can. There's also going to be accelerated check-in procedures put in place. Now, I can't find any information on what that means, but I'm guessing that it'll possibly mean all the information you have to fill in that you usually fill in at the desk, you could possibly do this at home, or it will be all done online, things like that. Just to limit your time where you're standing with the cast member, limit the queue so that there's not a big queue. You might even have different check-in times. That's just what I'm thinking myself. I think they would be really good ideas, but I'm sure they will have more information for that before you stay. And I'm sure if you do book a stay, they will definitely send you an email with all the information that you need, and it could include this accelerated check-in. And now onto the tickets. So overall, in both parks that will be open, there will be a lower capacity in each. There's going to be a new reservation put in at the beginning of July. There's not an actual date for that yet, but I'm guessing since people are going on the 15th, they'll want to get that up as soon as they can. So beginning of July is when that's due to come out, or more information on it anyway. Now if you already have a ticket package where you've got your hotel stay and your park tickets, and you're there from certain dates, you're guaranteed entry in. None of this absolute hassle that Walt Disney World guests have been having. If you have something that has a date on it, you're guaranteed in, and they'll obviously register that and take that off one or two slots that are available for that day. And if you have just a ticket on its own but it has a date, again you're guaranteed entrance into the park on the dates that are on your tickets. If you have an annual pass or an open dated ticket, you will need to use this reservation system. And I know at the moment annual pass holders are waiting on extra information getting sent out to them so that they know how they're going to book it. Now you have to buy all your tickets before you go. There will be no tickets at all on sale on site. Now I don't know what that means for like pass holders that go and they get, I think it's the companion ticket or something. Again, I'm sure when the annual pass holders get their emails through, they'll get information on that too, but you do need to make sure you have everything before you go, just to stop any disappointment when you go. And as I'm filming this today on Thursday the 25th of June, you can buy tickets online. Everything is available on the Disneyland Paris website, or you can phone up their call centre or their official travel partners. Now they're also doing a great thing where you can cancel your tickets from up to 7 days before your arrival date. Now as far as I know, that will only be if you booked through Disneyland Paris. If you book through a travel partner, or if you've used maybe attraction tickets to buy the tickets, they will have different rules on what they're doing. But for Disneyland Paris, if you buy through them, you're guaranteed that if you want to cancel, as long as it's before 7 days before your arrival date, you will be allowed to cancel it or change your date. Now we're on to the third section of this video, which is the last section, and it's the biggest one because it's to do with all the parks and the Disney Village. Now at the moment, the cast members are all undergoing brand new training so that when the parks do open, they know everything that they can do to keep you healthy, happy and safe, and all the new procedures, so that hopefully if you go and you have any questions, they will be able to help you. Now I just want to say I hope everyone is very, very kind to the cast members, because as much as this is all really new to us, it's the exact same, they're in the exact same boat as us where it's all brand new. They're going to be getting hit with so much information. You think this video has a lot of information, they'll have 10 times everything that I'm hitting out to you guys the now. So please just, I know that you can't smile under a mask, they won't be able to see that you're smiling, but just be patient with them. These guys are there to keep the magic alive for you, and they'll be doing everything that they can to make sure your stay there and your time in the park is as magical as you would love it to be. So just please be very kind to them and patient. And so far they're saying it is mandatory for all guests and cast members to wear a mask at all times in the park, unless you're eating or drinking. So while you're going into a restaurant, I imagine you'll have to keep your mask on the whole time until your food gets brought to your table, or if you're doing takeaway, as soon as you sit down somewhere to eat it, then you can take it off. And same with if you're drinking, just take it off, take a wee sip, then pop it back on. And now, like I said, with the hotels, there's going to be enhanced cleaning procedures in place. This means all the high touch areas and high traffic areas will be getting cleaned more thoroughly and more regularly as well. They will also possibly be doing overnight cleaning procedures, which will definitely target these high traffic areas, and it'll be easier because no guests will be around and no cast members will be around, and it gives the sanitising equipment that they're using time to actually stick on and sanitize. And also, before the parks or anywhere actually opens, Disneyland Paris has been saying they will be undergoing deep cleaning before anywhere is open, so that when it comes to the 15th of July, everywhere is 100% clean and safe for guests and cast members to be there. And another thing which blew my mind, because trying to imagine where they're going to fit everything is just crazy. There's also going to be over 2,000 sanitising and hand wash stations throughout the park, the resort, through the Disney Village. Possibly this includes the hotels as well, but that is unbelievable. Now I know why nobody could buy hand sanitizer in any of the shops, because I think Disneyland Paris has bought it all. But all these wee bits of information is making me very comfortable about the thought of if I go back. I feel like they are taking everything into consideration and trying their very best to keep us all safe, and just reminds me why I absolutely love Disneyland Paris. Now, this section kind of will be separated a wee bit because I'm going to talk about the restaurants, the attractions, the shows and the characters, so I've kind of split it up again just so that I'm not going from one bit to another bit, so that hopefully this does make sense to you. So with the restaurants, there's going to be reduced capacity for seating, and they are also urging people to take the takeaway options if possible. Now that means you would go in and obviously queue up, get your dinner, take it out, and then you could find, the park's huge, so you could find a wee corner to stand and eat, and then it means there's less people in the one area, which again just keeps you all that wee bit safer. And now they're going to have the tables set up in a way that they're still going to be distant enough from each table, so that again you are safe while you are sitting in. But they are saying for any of the table service restaurants, they're recommending definitely booking before you go. They've been trialling for a while now how to book online. At one point you could only book the restaurants through the phone, which was quite hard. Before my stay last August, I managed to use the online reservation system and managed to bag myself a spot on Bistro Chez Remy. Now again, as you'll see in my vlogs, I don't pronounce things properly, and I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly, but that is going to be put in place. Now on the app it actually comes up with a section where it says book table or book a table, and I clicked on it the other day to see if it would take me onto this system. It still came up with a phone number, but I'm hoping before the parks open on the 15th of July that will be up and running, or maybe it'll be available on their website. So keep an eye out for that if you are wanting to get a seated restaurant at some point. And now for the buffets, they're not going to be your usual you go, you pick what you want. It's going to be all you can eat table service, which I think that means you'll just basically tell your server, I would like this, this and this, and they'll bring it to you. Again, it's just to cut a mass gathering around the food areas. And again, if you want to do that, just book it in advance so that you're not disappointed. And now with the shows, at the moment there's going to be no indoor or outdoor shows, which sadly that includes Disney Stars and Parade and my favourite, Illuminations. No Illuminations. As things progress and get better, they will eventually come back, but for now we don't know when that will happen. But there has been some great news, as I don't think I know anyone who has not enjoyed the Lion King and Jungle Festival that was here last year. And the two main shows from that, Rhythm of the Pride Lands and Jungle Book Jive, they are both going to be coming back later on in the summer. So Rhythm of the Pride Lands, that is in the Frontierland Theatre, and it is massive, but people did have to queue an hour before any showing and it was very hard to get in. but they're gonna be bringing it back and it'll be a different seating arrangement. It'll still be the theatre, I'm guessing, but they'll probably have, you skip a row or you sit sort of diagonally from each other, something like that. Again, more information will be out about that, but it is great news that that's coming back. But also the Jungle Book Jive show will be back. Usually it's in the hub area that's in front of the castle. I have heard they'll be maybe moving it to another area. Now I was thinking that maybe it will go to the wee stage that's on the bottom right hand side of the castle when you're looking at the castle. That area is smaller, so it'll be easier for them to control how many people get in there. Maybe it'll be a booking system, a ticketed system. I'm sure they'll come out again with more information about that. Out of all the other parks that are opening, this is the first park to actually have shows that are possibly coming back soon. So it is wonderful news. And now on to the characters. There will be no usual meet and greets. Like, you won't be able to hug Mickey Mouse, sadly. I think they actually said on the website hugs are suspended for the now. But they're going to have new ones available, which will be set up for selfie spots. What I've seen so far for Universal, one of the troll meet and greets, she was on the stage, and in front of the stage, either side, there was a wee spot that you were allowed to stand on, which meant one person could go to one side and the troll would move to that side of the stage and take a picture, and while that's happening another person could go to the other side, and then once the first person's finished the troll would move and then come let you take a selfie with her. And it's a good way, it will keep the queue flowing and you're still doing the physical distancing that you need to do. And so far there's only been a few sort of confirmed meets that will be happening. Now you'll still be able to meet Mickey Mouse in his usual spot in Fantasyland, but they're saying he'll possibly be on the stage. So if you've ever done the Mickey meet and greet, in the queuing area there's a stage and they have a screen, and they usually, I think they play like some of the older Mickey Mouse cartoons that came out. So my guess is that he'll be in there, and then they could possibly have the troll system set up that Universal has, or it'll just be, they'll have the queue split up all about and it'll just be one at a time. You go up, take a wee selfie with Mickey and you go. And the other one is the Frozen characters. Now so far you've only been able to meet Olaf, but at the moment there's a possibility of getting to meet Kristoff, Anna and Elsa, which I think is better than the Olaf one. Yes, Olaf is really cute, but to get to meet these princesses, I've only seen them in America doing it, so I'm really excited for that. Now, because they're not doing the show A Musical Invitation, it will be possibly in there that they'll have the meets because there's stages set up. And now I'm wondering if that means you can get a selfie with the Animatronic Spin, which no other park has. We are the only one that has that amazing Spin, and I really wanted to try and get a selfie the 2 times I've been in the show, but they usher you in to the next place like too fast, so I wasn't fast enough. I'm also wondering if that means you could possibly meet Kristoff with Sven in the first room, and then once you've done that, maybe be allowed to go through to the next room and get Anna and Elsa, or one of them each time. So they do have some great ideas so far, and they're also talking about bringing some of the Marvel characters out. Now this will be in the Studio Theatre, and again there's a stage there, so I'm not sure how you'll be able to queue up in there because of all the seats. It might be a case of you queue in the outdoor queuing area, and then a few of you are allowed in at the one time, and then they'll have you go out, maybe another exit door, and then the next lot of people come in. And again, it will be, the characters will be on the stage, you'll be in front of the stage and you'll take a wee selfie. And then there's also going to be other characters dotted about. I'm not sure, there's not been any confirmation of where these people might be, these characters might be. Now with the PhotoPass photographers, I think they will still be there so that you still have your PhotoPass option, but they won't be able to hold your phone at all. So it will be, if you're taking the picture on your phone or on your own camera, it will be, you'll have to take a selfie, you'll have to do it yourself. Or if you have the PhotoPass photographer will take it. But there's also been rumours about the magic photos coming. Now, I've seen this in other parks and it looks absolutely amazing, and I've heard of a few wee cases of it being available throughout Disneyland Paris over the past couple of years. And if you don't know what this is, if you've ever seen someone on Instagram or online anywhere where they're standing and they'll have their hands out and Tinkerbell will be in their hands, that is a magic photo. And now there's more options than just having Tinkerbell. There's some amazing ones out there, so that will possibly be coming too, which again, that's great because if they have a good queuing system up, you'll take your picture, you'll get your magic pass scanned, and then that's you. Again, no contact needed anywhere, which is perfect. So fingers crossed that this does actually come, because Disneyland Paris is way behind the times. And now the next one is for the boutiques that are going to be opening. As far as I know, they will all be open as long as they have 2 doors, so that they can make one an entry door and one an exit door, again just to allow control of the flow of traffic going in and out of these boutiques. There's also going to be sanitising stations maybe set up, one at the entrance and one at the exit. They're also going to be changing about the layout of these shops so that there's a lot more space to move about and you're less likely to bump into someone, and you can still keep a physical distance from them. So my thoughts about that is some of the stalls that are in the middle of the store might be gone or might be in the corner, just so that there's enough room for you all to move about and you aren't going to be crammed. There will also be sneeze guards up again in these shops, just again to keep yourself and the cast members safe. They're also encouraging that everyone does contactless payments. Now, they're not saying it's mandatory, they're just encouraging that more people use it. On my last trip, I didn't use money at all. I managed to get a travel card, and I would suggest everyone tries to get one of these. I got mine from the post office, and it means I've got an app that I can just transfer my money that's in pounds onto this card, which changes it straight away into the euros, and there's no problem with it. Now, that's something to think about if you usually do use cash when you're in Disneyland Paris. Again, it's not mandatory, but they are encouraging it just so it's less contact again, just to keep you all that wee bit more safe. And now we're on to the last section, which is the most exciting part for me, which is all the rides and what they're putting in place to keep you all safe while on these rides. Now, they're going to have sanitising stations at the entrance to the ride and at the exit. They will also have physical distancing markings on the floor so that you know where you can stand and where you can't stand, so that there's still going to be space between you. And there's been pictures going about, and it's of the Mad Hatter's teacups where they have the stickers, and the stickers are the bits you don't stand on. As far as I've seen, it is in French and English, so hopefully people can understand it. But yes, you don't stand on these stickered areas. Now, so they can control the amount of people going on these rides a lot easier, there will be no single rider queue or fast passes available at all for the foreseeable future. Again, this is something that could come back once the situation is a lot easier. And now, on the actual vehicles themselves, I've seen a picture of the Indiana Jones ride vehicle where they have one row has people sitting on it, next row's empty, next row has people sitting on it. And then it looked like in this one, on the next cart, they started again where there was people in the front row, nobody in the middle, and people in the back. So I'm not sure if that's how all rides are going to be, but so far they're looking at skipping a row in between where everyone's seated. And I also think that means that when it comes to Peter Pan, because there's only 2 rows per boat in that, they might just have one boat per however amount of people that are in one party. So if you're a family of 4, again, that's fine, you'll take the whole boat. Next boat, if you're just a party of 2, you might have that boat to yourself, which means you've got the option of sitting on the front or the back, so it's actually quite good if that is what they're doing. But I've not seen any pictures of those rides at all yet. One good thing they do still have in place, the only way I've seen it called on the website, is Baby Switch, which is if you are a family of 2 adults and you have a child that doesn't want to go on, say, Space Mountain, you can queue up and ride Space Mountain while your partner has the child waiting at the exit for you, and then once you come off, you take the child and the person waiting can then come on and ride without having to go through the whole queue again. Now that's a really positive thing to have, because it's one bit of magic that's still there, instead of it being even harder for people to ride rides just because somebody either can or doesn't want to. So that's a great thing to still have in place. Now that's everything that I've managed to find so far. As soon as more information comes out, I will be sharing it as soon as I can on my Instagram, just to try and keep you all well informed. And I hope that if you are watching this video because you are planning on going to Disneyland Paris in the near future, I hope that this has helped you, because I know how hard these times are and you just want some magic back in your life. Now, will I be going? I don't know. At the moment, I don't know if I feel comfortable flying, so if I did, I would travel down to London on the train and then get the Eurostar over. But also, today is the 25th of June that I'm filming this on, and still today, if I leave the country, when I come back, I have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So I would absolutely give everything to be there on opening day, but I don't know if it will be a thing I can do. We'll just have to wait and see. But if any of you are going, feel free to send me all your pictures and videos so that I can pretend that I'm there with you. Now, if this video has helped you in any way, or if I've missed any information, feel free to pop it in the comments below, so that anyone who is watching this for the information, they can pop themselves into the comments, and then there might be some extra information in there. And it also means as time goes on, if someone's watching this in 2 weeks and there's been more information, if you've popped it in the comments, you will 100% make that person's day that wee bit easier. Now thank you so much for watching. Again, I hope this has helped you in any way, or even just pass some time for you. Remember to subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this, and to see my adventures in Disneyland Paris, which will be coming very soon. I'll see you all real soon. Bye!